they can run any 3.0 smoothbore turbocharger on the inlet side that they want to. So that is kind of the rules, the general basic rules. They all must be ag chassis, and they all must run diesel fuel. Is the only fuel and the only chassis that you're going to see in these tractors whenever they're coming down. So, and they're weighing 8,500 pounds. So, again, Otto Peterson, Corning, Iowa, now or never. The track looks pretty darn good out there, Chris. They're getting a hold of it. There's a lot of bite out there on that track. Yeah, there's a lot of bite, and I think this track's kind of fooled these guys a little bit, not knowing exactly what the bite's going to be like. We're going to see once again the first stock, Justin Tunks. This is going to be out of King City, Missouri. Set on kill. Turbo chirping on him. Not in the cards for Justin Tunks, the set on kill machine. Gonna come up short.
Last weekend he killed it.
But I'm worried about if we had a fuel system. A pretty good party down here in Mound City afterwards.
Yeah.
I do see a couple of them 5-gallon buckets that are still sitting there, so if a guy wants to, got one or two left, two left. Justin Tunks, your country. Out of Albany, Missouri. This track is taking the horsepower. They are getting things up in the air. They're having a hard time keeping that front end planted down. Yeah, this is going to be Joel Osborne coming up Savannah, Missouri, John Deere 4440. Tractor they call Little Tough. Your leader right now is sitting out there at 310.77 against Pure Country Dustin Zumble. So Joel Osborne, Little Tough. That is my favorite part of the pull right there, when the box tops out. Those big diesel fire plants go to work right there, you can tell. There's something about that. On the list here, I'm going, well, somebody changed somebody's mind in this one. But the Hard Luck tractor, Don Becker right now up out of Centralia, Kansas. The Hard Luck International 1206. Got to give it a run on that south track. Again, chasing that distance foot out there. By Dustin Zumble up Pure Country. Don Becker, Hard Luck. Ouch. That looked like a rough ride from here, Chris, but I guarantee you it felt a lot rougher where he's sitting. Well, you start getting yourself in there where those tires start squatting and bouncing, and you just never know if you can get out of it or not. The big thing is you want to be able to ease out of it so that you don't get out of it too fast and end up breaking something in that rear end. They're building a road. The four-wheel drive pickups, like the Pro Stock classes, the classes where you have the DOT tires, where you can't modify them, a lot of times, probably more often than not, they'll build a road out there. That was the state line hooker that would come down. There was Charlie Henson out of Eagleville, Missouri. The state line hooker, John Deere 4440. Brandon Peterson coming up out of Prescott, Iowa, 1206 International. This is the Roland Cole tractor. Brandon Peterson, Prescott, Iowa.
it to the limit out there. Would not pull out that throttle until she came to a complete stop. He was trying to get that John Deere.
If you ever have to unhook that thing. Trent. Out of Hopkins, Missouri goes 274.9. Now this next tractor here hails from about 25, 30 miles away. Falls City, Nebraska calls home. This is John Wagner, International 1066. This is live action.
Good pass there for John. Live action, Falls City, Nebraska. And I was watching down the starting line out there, and Brian Scott.
A few other drivers around there giving him a hand there in the pit area. That's a great thing about truck and tractor pulling is the camaraderie, the family feeling you get when you're in the pit area. These guys will help each other out just so they can make a pass, and a lot of times it's against Shelbyville, Missouri, a John Deere 7800. On that 8,500-pound limited pro stock class, they call it the full throttle Deere.
Oh man, he had her set on kill there for sure. You know, he was the first one I think that went down in this class that did not kill it at the very end.
Absolutely.
I mean, he had a great pass. Had that tractor balanced about perfectly on there. So that full throttle Deere, he was sitting there looking for that hunt. He wants if he gets.
The guy who's a little straightforward, this little drive truck. Blue and yellow. Did you put him over with? They blew up and over.
Next up on that 8,500-pound limit, this is going to be Jay Fender out of Crispin, Illinois, John Deere 7710. This is going to be Lethal Threat. He is chasing that distance put out there by John Wagner on live action. All the way from Illinois again, Jay Fender, Lethal Threat.
Oh, wow, that was a good pass.
Come out of gear, I'm not sure. Well, this is either going to be Mike Eccles or Rich Johnson. Tinkley, Iowa, International 1456. Shag Nasty.
I don't know who's driving this tractor today. You know, unfortunately, when they got the fire suit and helmets on, I can't tell you because I can't see their face.
So there's got to be a story behind that one too. So we'll have to find out, kind of pass that along when we can.
Come on, baby. Bring us home.
But Josh Hanna coming to you right now, International 966, the K-Woods comment.
tugging and a tugging over there. Good pass for that international. He was going after the John Deere, Chris. Your number one truck going to be Lane Aldridge, the Smoking Goat, going to win the class. In the number 2 spot, Scott Marcus out of Hopkins, Missouri. Got a tractor getting ready to launch over there, Chris. Yeah, this is going to be Aaron Johnson out of Boulevard, Missouri. This is Crosswired. Back to that Pro Street Diesel. Results, Cody Winchester, your number 3 truck. But there are 2 classes here this weekend. It's only pulling one night. One of those is the Pro Street Diesel class. And we're waiting on Lane Aldridge to come up here now so they can present him with that pistol. And then tomorrow night, the Nebraska Bush pullers will bring their modified tractors, the light modified tractors, brought to you by Big Iron. Next puller, Brian Gerling out of Berger, Missouri on the 1066 International, called the Family Tradition. And that's all she wrote. Duels are permitted. Getting back to the tractor side. Scott Wiederholt out of Bull Cow, Missouri. 4555 John Deere, called Smoking Weed. Scott Wiederholt and the Smoking Weed machine. I feel compelled to explain the name of it. Sometime, basically within the past couple of years, I'm going to put it, you put more passes on that pickup in that little bit of time than what most guys do. I'm going to go ahead and stop here just a second. David Jones out of Stewartsville, Missouri, the blowing buck, John Deere. Hugging that right side boundary. That's your number 3 tractor in the points coming into tonight. David Jones and blowing buck. Called the Banker's Nightmare. It's going to be our next hook. Making a nice pass, going to come up short on that 42-55. digging for every last inch. They're going to come up short of the distance needed to take over the lead. The class right now. International people, where you at? Make some noise. Chris Bates out of Keswick, Iowa on a 1066 called the Unknown. International people, what do you think? Is it going to be John Deere or is it going to be International?
About 316.
Corning, Iowa, 966 model called Now or Never.
You got a plug in here too?
I'll plug it over that trailer.
Look at you go! That flag is right in the way. Heck, savage. I know it is. It's horrible. So, oh my God.
Well, he did a very smart move there, dropping that first hook that he had because he was back there a little ways. He's going to shake up that leaderboard right now. Yeah, a lot of good competition. Last tractor over there in the 8,500-pound limited pro stock. Austin Potter takes over there, the ice cold beer. Well, that looked like a fun ride, Chris. I'll tell you that right now. That looked like it would have been fun. A little scary. I bet you if you ask Austin Potter, it's going to probably say that was one of the worst rides he's ever had.